Barbie! I told you to wait in the dream house.
Boys, avenge me! Avenge me! Avengers!
Bazinga.
Scruffy-looking nerf herders.
Ethan Hunt contacted you?
I am good, Rooster. I'm very good.
So you are Yoi's a trainer who trains.
Gonzo the Great will ride this baby again.
Hello and welcome to episode 87 of the Real Serious Podcast. All the boys are back this week. I appreciate you holding on the fort last week without me. First one out of 86 episodes I've missed. I was glad I was able to send in something. And I have to say, I did listen last week. Jack did a great job. You were nervous in the beginning, I could tell. The intro, he was a little scarier than you think. You know, you never know. But you guys held
it. It's a lot to live up to. I appreciate it.
Great job.
It was fun.
So what's been going on, guys?
Well, Jack had a little birthday this week.
Birthday guy.
Now we're all the same age.
Yeah, we're all in our LeBron year.
Are we all the same age? Wow.
Isn't it the MJ year?
No, pretty sure it's LeBron year.
Okay.
23.
All right. Jack, how was it?
I'm pretty sure
it was good.
Jordan's year.
Did you get after it? Jack?
I got my boot off. So
he's back. Again. He's back.
So I got my boot off. Played some tennis. I haven't played tennis in like 2 months. So it was been quite the while. It was a lot of fun. Not as much as I would have liked, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. I'm getting the feel back in the racket. But then I was like, you know what? I really wasn't able to watch like any movies this week. But I was like, on my birthday, I wanted to watch like one movie. And I was like feeling it out. I'm like, all right, what movie am I going to watch? And I landed on Shrek 2. I'm like, I just need something with just like all-time elite vibes. And it was nice 90-minute movie. So I could, watch it and then spend time with my family. It was chef's kiss. Insane needle drops in that movie, by the way, too. Just the fact that Holding Out for a Hero was made for Footloose. And whenever I hear it, I just think about Shrek 2. It's pretty incredible. So, yeah, it was a good birthday, a lot of fun. Caitlin came in for a couple days. We just really played tennis like every day, which was so much fun. But then she left, and I was like, you know what? It's back to business. I watched Peacemaker, and yeah, that was my week.
Nice, man.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Charles, you or me? All right, yeah, sure. Movies didn't really watch. I only watched one. I went to the Boulder game. I watched a lot of football. And by the way, I texted Hunter about this, Jack, our old roommate group chat. Going to a Boulder game and just hearing the Hunter glaze is not this Hunter, Travis Hunter, is remarkable. Like my buddy started chopping it up with this old head, and this guy's like, "Oh, you've just never seen a talent like Hunter in the league. Like you don't even know what he's gonna do." It's like, okay, all right. And then my buddy's like, yeah, I only think he's going to play one side of the ball. And the guy just like didn't even respond and walked away. Like they're
great.
Nuts for him. But anyway, I watched one movie. I watched Live and Let Die, which is the next James Bond. I got like halfway through The Man with the Golden Gun. Christopher Lee's the villain in The Man with the Golden Gun.
No way.
Which is pretty sweet. Live and Let Die is very weird. It's extremely weird. I gave it 2.5 stars. Not quite as bad as Diamonds Are Forever. And Hunter, I think you may have
I have some Diamonds Are Forever thoughts.
Yep, I figured. Not quite as bad as Diamonds Are Forever, but it's just like strange. And the characters are weird, and it's kind of just like uncomfortable. And also the way the villain dies is just absolutely like crazy. But yeah, that's all I got to 2.5 stars. It is the second worst on my list now, right in front of Diamonds Are Forever.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, I'm back. Glad to be back. I was in San Diego last week. So got some plane movies to watch. I had 2 plane movies I watched, which might be one of my biggest back-to-back highest rankings ever. I rewatched Singing in the Rain, which I haven't seen in probably 5 to 7 years, and I loved it. Gave it 5 stars. It might be one of the best musicals of all time. I love movies about movies, and this is like the quintessential definition of it. And I wish, like, we got Babylon a couple years ago, which was kind of like their, hey, we'll do an old school movie again. It's not the same. I want something like this. I would like, I don't know, find the guys who are talented today, find someone and just like make a this again. Do some new songs, do the whole thing. Like, I want singing, I want dancing, I want classic Hollywood. I think it would make so much money. I really do.
Wait, which movie is this?
Singing in the
Technicolor.
Rain.
Ooh, singing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I really would just love if this was not like a lost art of filmmaking. Like once a year, or maybe once every 5 years, we get something like this, just again. Like a 1950s musical would be incredible. And then I watched Casablanca for the first time. I really liked it. I give it 4.5 stars. I think that it works extremely well on all levels, but I could not stop thinking about Tom Cruise watching this because a woman named Ilsa in Casablanca, like, folks, it's Rogue Nation. Like, what are we doing here? So I love that, but really, really big fan of Casablanca. Then I watched The Princess Diaries for the first time, and the fact that Anne Hathaway is supposed to be like 15 in this movie is one of the funniest things of all time. She's clearly like in her early 20s. It's like one of the better age gap discrepancies because she's like, I'm 15. It's like, no, you're not. But I like that. Give that 3.5 stars. And then I finally caught Stealing. Saw that this week. Caught Stealing. I gave 4 stars, up there with, I think it's my top 5 of the year. Really liked Caught Stealing. I think it works on about all levels. This is very 90s. Like, this is very like, I feel like we would have got one of these every year from like 1994 to like 2007. Like, we would have just got one of these where it's like a star driven, like, good ensemble cast doing the stuff that we want. I saw some folks saying that Austin Butler does not have it. Happy to report that they are completely wrong because Austin Butler has the it factor. He is the guy. So really, really like this one. I think this is going to be one of those that, you know, every couple of years you just find yourself watching. You're like, man, this is so good. Like, why did this not do better? And then Charles was right. I did watch Diamonds Are Forever. I gave that 2 stars. I will say, I respect them a little bit for embracing Connery's age in this. They did treat Bond a little older, which I did like, because in the last one with him, they just dyed his hair and pretended like he wasn't an older man. And you only live twice. But at least this one, they were like, you know what? He is older. Let's actually say he's older, which I did like, but not a great movie overall. Very disappointing. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Oh, also I watched Peacemaker season 2, episode 2 on the plane. I texted Jack about it. And I was like, hope there's not as much nudity as episode 1 since I'm watching it on the plane. Just a little bit. So it was a little rough. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Episode 3 we'll talk about in a little bit, but very excited there. But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
What I will say, circling back to Live and Let Die, it does have the Paul McCartney song Live and Let Die.
I assumed.
Which is pretty sweet.
I think we're getting into better Bond songs as we go forward.
Dude, I don't know. Those first couple were great. Goldfinger and Thunderball were awesome.
But like actual Bond songs that we know. Like Goldfinger, you don't like ever hear on the radio.
Yeah,
I just know,
Live and Let Die, you hear.
Yeah, okay.
I just know the recent ones, like Skyfall, No Time to Die. All that fun jazz.
Skyfall goes pretty hard.
It does. I have that in my movie music playlist.
Thunderball is good.
Thunderball was great.
Goldfinger. Yeah, that is a good one.
It's so good.
But yeah, that's it.
I actually went to DVD store again this week. I was like, you know what? It's my birthday. I'm gonna try and find something. Not the 4K, but it was cool enough to where I'm like, for $10, I'm gonna do it. I got.
Oh man, we're gonna talk about Man of Steel in a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got something similar to that, Jack. Were you not here when I got when I showed
Is
it
that
to
the
you.
Man of Steel lenticular?
Yeah,
cover?
this one.
Oh my god!
Hold on, I don't have that one. That one is way cooler.
And
than the one I have.
it has like some like concept art and some of the
The Man of
details of
Steel
like.
lenticular cover concept art book. Oh my lord!
But yeah, it's the Blu-ray.
I have that
But
for the
I'm
Last
like,
Jedi, which I know Charles would
really?
burn
I've
immediately.
got the Wonder Woman one,
Oh,
Ooh,
look at
that's
that
awesome.
one.
but like
The-
same thing. It's got like all the concept art and stuff.
Yo, that's sick. I think that the it blends in very well with the colors. I think the colors are really fun on that one. This one is just classic Man of Steel, classic Superman, so dark.
That one's
let's
cooler.
say. But and then I got one more. I ordered online. I was gonna get it in store, but it was like dinged up, and I was like, one of the DVDs looks a little scratched. So that one should be coming in this week. But excited to show you guys that one soon. I know. It's
Holy smokes.
I've started the pack and the DVDs are accumulating. So gonna have to find a way to present them. But yeah.
It's a good problem to have, let me tell you.
It's so fun to just like go to the store and just like look at all of them.
And just
And
browse.
it's like, ooh, like, oh, this one has like the cool, like a different cover or I don't know, like makes
No,
me
I'm with
feel
you.
all
I've rebought
jittery.
the same movie just to get a better cover, and then I just like when I go the next time I bring the old one and I just like sell it back for like 30 cents, and then I have store credit. And I'm like, well, since I have store credit, I could spend $40 right now. It's bad. Yeah, it's a bad cycle. But yeah, we ready to get in some news?
Okay.
Okay. Well, before we do that, two things. Number one, NFL's back. I think we should make a grand prediction right now on the Super Bowl, and then we'll look back on this and say, God, we were stupid, or wow, we were really smart.
Oh,
So
man, this is
AFC,
really tough.
AFC. What do we think in the AFC?
Bills.
I think the Bills as well.
I want the Ravens.
I
I want the Ravens. If the Ravens are going to do it, they're going to do it this year.
I
The
think
Ravens are
this
at their
is
peak
Chiefs
right
down
now.
here, for sure.
Yes. After that first game, I think the season is off to a rough start.
There's
As
a
of
new
right now.
AFC West leader in town.
Justin Herbert.
The Chargers, baby. Jim Harbaugh.
So Bills and Ravens. What about the NFC? I wonder what Hunter thinks.
I think it's going to be the Green Bay Packers.
Oh,
Wow.
I do.
ew.
I do think it's going to be the Green Bay Packers. They're so good. Like they should be. They on paper. I will say this on paper, there might be the best team in the NFL.
What?
On paper, I truly do believe that. On paper,
At what positions?
most. I truly do believe that. Like I think that their defense is going to be outstanding. I think their
defense
offense is going to settle in because
I don't
last
know.
year they were younger and they're figuring things out. I think that this is like the settle in year. I don't know. I feel. Listen, it pains me to say it as a Lions fan in my Lions stuff. I'm just saying I think that arguably, if you look at the top three teams of the NFC, I would say Packers 1, probably Eagles 2, Lions 3. Just because the coaching changes in Detroit is a big question mark. And like that does affect a lot.
What about the Commanders?
Sophomore slump is entirely possible with Jaden Daniels. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible he recreates what happened in year 1. And if he does, like he might be arguably one of the best QBs in the last decade we've seen outside of Patrick Mahomes. So like I really don't think that's possible. But I do think their defense is better this year than it was last year. So I do think they'll make a run again. I just don't think it'll be as deep as last year. I think that they'll probably get to the second round and get beat. However, if I was truly to do power ranking, I would actually do Packers, Eagles, Lions, Bucks, then the Commanders.
I saw the B and I thought you were about to say.
Ooh, I like that.
I think that that's my 5 in the NFC. I think the Bucks
I
are
like that.
very
I like that.
dangerous. I think the Bucks are like one of the, like Baker's my guy. Love me some Baker, baby.
Yeah, I think
Like I
I think
really
the
do
only
think he's
downside I see with them is just like their receiving core is getting so old.
they are getting old. That is for sure.
They're great. I mean, they're great. Chris Evans and Chris Scott. No, not Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Mike. See, we're on the movie podcast, and I
Yeah.
just find a way to squeeze it in.
talking
Mike
football.
Evans and Chris Godwin. I just feel like they're two great wide receivers who've kind of helped keep that offense afloat for so long. And
But they've got
them,
good now.
That's true. That is true. So we'll see. But I think Mike Evans has just been a massive part of that offense. And even if his production slips a little bit, I don't know. We'll see. But I got the Birds.
I kind of also have the Eagles
going back. I just think they have all the right pieces to run it back again.
They didn't get any
in the
worse.
NFC.
It did not get any worse, but teams got better around them, which is
that's true.
Mark. I mean, think about it. The Rams were one throw away from beating them last year, and that was the Rams, like arguably in a worse year than they've been the last couple of years. And if the Rams, who are supposed to be better this year, like that's where I think everyone's kind of risen to where the Eagles were. And I don't know if the Eagles kept going up. They kind of just stayed where they were.
Okay, here's the thing with the NFC. I just feel like the Packers and the Rams are always just going to be good teams. Like the Rams have had really lacking
if
rosters.
Stafford's healthy.
Sure. I just think like McVay and LaFleur are coaches that will take their teams to the playoffs regardless. Whereas like the Eagles, I'm not sold on Sirianni, but they just have such a good roster that like how do you not go far with that? Bucks I'm not as sold on. And then Lions, kind of a toss-up. Just
I got to see the coaching. Like I mean, I went to training camp. Like I'm very confident, but I also don't. Like I would not put U.S. dollars on it right now.
Okay, what about Canadian dollars?
That is fake money, so I could think about it.
The Lions are best as the underdogs.
Yeah, which I think the chip on their shoulder is going to be very helpful.
Give them the underdog slot, and I
also
think
like the schedule is just so
chance.
hard.
Yeah, 100%.
Colts have a Mickey Mouse schedule, but we're still going to go like 6-10 or to 11.
Let's go.
and God damn it, I'm excited for it.
Top 5 pick. Let's go.
There we go. And that was talking football. So before we get into the news, we have, for those who don't know, obviously this podcast doesn't just come out of thin air. We do have a very serious investor who bankrolls every single episode. And so he just wanted to give a review and hop on because he wants to participate a little bit more in the actual podcast. So we'll cut to his review right now. Hey, how you doing? It's me, Dino Meatballs Renzini. The boys were gracious enough for me to come on today. For those of you who don't know me, I bankrolled this whole operation, so when I asked to come on, the boys were generous enough to allow me to grace you with my presence. Today, I'm going to be talking about Caught Stealing. It came out a couple weeks ago, I think. Austin Butler, a charming young man, gets caught up with the wrong people, but I liked all the wrong people. You know, they felt familiar to me. I liked this movie. I thought it was pretty good. You know, I got to say, though, this wouldn't have happened to a Yankees fan. That's for sure. And the fact that he went to the Mets, you know, it's a whole different deal. But overall, this was a good one. And you know, stay frosty, boys. You know, you don't want to mess with the wrong people. You don't want to get in with the wrong crowds. But use good boys. You're doing the right thing. You know, I may come on more often, you know, see how my investment's doing. But right now, you know, I'll let the boys be the boys. And I'll see y'all later. All right. You know, this is Dino Meatballs signing out. All right. See you, boys. Honey, how do you turn this thing off? All right. Thank you, Dino, for coming on. For those who don't know, he's in the sanitation business. So he's a busy guy, especially on the weekends. So thank you, Dino.
Dino sounds a lot like Joe Pesci.
I feel like that's a stereotype.
I'm just saying.
It almost kind of sounded like Tony Soprano. I don't know.
I think that they look similar.
It sounds like every East Coast Italian.
Yeah. Probably got his cannolis for the game this morning. He's ready to watch the Jets. He's ready. He's ready to roll. So yeah, that was Dino. Thank you, Dino, for hopping on the pod. Let's get into some news. First and foremost, TIFF. TIFF just happened, the Toronto Film Festival. A lot of new movies that are coming out the rest of the year. Got some reviews. The big winners are Christy. That is the Sydney Sweeney, her biopic where she is the female boxer. Streets are saying that possibly Sydney Sweeney Oscar push, which would just be an incredible turn of events. I would be very surprised, but also like, would we be that surprised? I mean,
no way.
I don't know. It comes out in November. We'll have it's apparently like she's apparently she's really incredible in it. I don't know.
Way. There's no way.
I'm just the messenger, man. I don't know what you're saying.
I'm not shooting the messenger here. I'm expressing
disbelief.
Yeah.
And doubt. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Other big winners was The Lost Bus. That's the new Matthew McConaughey movie. The very frustrated, I guess this one reviewer is very frustrated that it's going to be just a streaming release because apparently it is quite it is quite good. So they want it on the big screen. Another one is Rental Family, which apparently allegedly quite good as well. Roofman, the Channing Tatum, I guess based on a true story, is supposed to also be quite good, which is I think a big surprise.
Apparent about it?
No, there isn't. However, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, apparently is the best of the entire franchise. With folks saying it stands up to the rest and exceeds expectations, which is very exciting. So I want to try to catch this one in theaters if I can. I really would like to watch this one in theaters.
Same.
So yeah, that was TIFF.
That comes out October.
I believe it's November in theaters and then December 12th on Netflix. So obviously we'll have it before the end of the year. But
it just feels like a spooky movie. You know, it feels like it should be in theaters in October.
Or even November. I mean, the first one was Thanksgiving, and that was like perfect time.
Yeah,
I'd love a million of those. I'd love like a million Knives Out.
Yeah.
With Daniel Craig.
Yeah, just Daniel Craig doing different things. Like
Benoit Blanc.
Put one in space. Like, I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Let's get freaky.
Let's get real weird with it. But then the biggest news, I would say, of it all is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The Smashing Machine got a 15-minute standing ovation. And the Oscar buzz is here.
Is that the clip that the Rock's like looking around like?
Yeah, they are saying that this is an incredible performance. Benny Safdie, who directed this, won Best Director at the festival. This is at Venice, and like this is, I mean, just apparent. God, you hear it in my head, Charles. This is supposed to be just incredible. And Venice, I guess, loved it. The consensus is that it is going to be a smash hit with his performance leading the way. So I think we might have called the Rock Oscar like months and months ago.
Yeah,
good job as a pod.
I think we did.
Let's go.
Yeah. Skylar Gisondo, you are next. We will bestow the crown upon you next year with the Jimmy Olsen dark biopic. Will be just incredible. But yeah, the Smashing Machine. Also, like, the Safdie brothers really just going to have a year of just who did it right. Which if they have Best Director against each other and Best Actor against each other, my God,
cinema.
Yeah. This is the drama we need. So yeah, very excited for the Smashing Machine. And Charles remembered that is exactly what the movie was about, and that's who was starring in it. What about Sergeant Rock? Who's going to direct Sergeant Rock, Charles? No idea?
No,
it's okay. It's okay. Who's going to star in it? You got that?
Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, who is going to be the titular Sergeant Rock? We just talked about him.
The Rock?
Oh, sorry, so close. It was Daniel Craig.
Okay.
Next up is a Call of Duty movie. Call of Duty is apparently happening at Paramount and Skydance. The deal is set. And we also got some other news that Steven Spielberg wanted to direct a Call of Duty movies years ago, but Activision was spooked as he wanted full creative control. Activision, you are idiots. My God. Why would you not let Steven Spielberg make your Call of Duty movie?
Yeah, let's not give the full creative vision to the guy that's made several of the most iconic blockbusters of all time.
To the king.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, the guy who does not really do like franchises was just like, hey, let me do the biggest gaming franchise of all time because I'm a fan. And they're like, I don't think so.
We were looking for more of a copy-paste situation.
Wait, is this said now?
Activision did to Steven Spielberg. Is this where we're going next? Is the video games the next comic books? Like, is this it?
It seems like it.
I mean, we had what? We had Legend of Zelda next year, Metal Gear Solid, Street Fighter's coming out next year, Mortal Kombat, obviously the sequel comes out next year. Elden Ring is happening in A24. Mario.
Isn't a Donkey Kong movie coming out?
Donkey Kong movie's happening. We get like Resident Evil every little bit. Also, Resident Evil's happening again with Zach Krieger from Weapons. So like that's happening again. So very interesting. Video games might be it. Can't wait for my my Yoshi movie where he's just made out of yarn. It's gonna be electric.
And not saying words.
No.
Just saying Yoshi.
That might be interesting.
Yoshi.
A24's take on Yoshi. Oh,
that's good.
That's nice.
Who said that?
Is Yoshi in the room with us?
Benny Safdie's follow-up to Smashing Machine is a very dark take on Yoshi.
It's like Man of Steel with Yoshi.
Peak.
Zack Snyder's Yoshi would be actually pretty cool. Actually, Zack Snyder fits, I think, much more with like a Kirby story. But I know Brie Larson's wanted to play Metroid for like years. Well, I guess Samus, but for years, and no one's done it yet. Maybe that might happen now. The Smash Bros. Movie will be happening in 2035 if we make it till then. You know,
it's like the Avengers.
It is like the Avengers,
but Smash.
But yeah, dude, come on, put them up. Nice. Jordan Peele's next movie has been delayed. It was supposed to open October 2026. It has now been removed from the schedule. There's no plot details yet about what it is going to be. It is just now kind of floating out there in the ether of when that actually will be happening. Obviously, that's his follow-up to Nope. Kind of bummed out by that.
Oh, man.
I'll let him take his time.
Chuck's like, if it isn't a sequel, I'm not super interested.
Just not sold on it.
Yeah, it's just not that important to me.
Is he supposed to be talented or something? What the heck? You're not a big Jordan Peele guy, Charles?
I like Jordan Peele. I like Get Out.
Him comes out.
Have you seen Us?
I have not. I think Get Out's the only one I've seen, but I would like to see him. I think
you would like Nope, because Nope's not like very scary, but it's quite good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like not super scary and quite good movies. That's up my alley.
Yeah. We were kind of on a good stretch of like every other year getting a Jordan Peele movie, and now it's just a question mark. Like it's been since 2022.
Yeah. As long as we get it, that's cool. Just like, I don't know. As long as it doesn't fizzle out like the Tarantino bit of it all, where he just gets in his head.
I'm with you.
Let's get this movie. You know, take your time. But don't take forever. Yeah. Let's get it in the next 2 years.
I mean, he's just been producing a lot of stuff. Like he produced the weapons he wanted to make, and then obviously that didn't happen. So just waiting. We're just waiting.
He's a big powerhouse name now. I mean, it's crazy how within, 3 movies that he's directed, he's already become this massive hit for like moviegoers. I feel like he put his name, even just for him, like Jordan Peele's name is actually bigger than the director of him.
Yeah, it's like Jordan Peele's producing, and then it's like directed by this guy.
I feel bad for I'm gonna pull up his name just to give him.
We'll give him a shout out.
I'm just like,
while you're pulling that up, we got some breaking news. Thank you. The Conjuring: Last Rites is the second biggest opening weekend for a horror movie in history, with $187 million opening. That's a big opening for The Conjuring: Last Rites. That I also forgot was coming out.
That supports the sequel argument that sequels are king.
Yeah, well, horror I think is also king. I saw a tweet the other day that was like, we're gonna get to the point where Vera Farmiga, we're gonna get to like they're gonna remake The Conjuring, where it's like the behind the scenes of The Conjuring, and then she's just playing Lorraine Warren as an old woman, because we'll just get to that point. We're just gonna come full circle.
Can't wait.
I was unfamiliar with their game. I had no idea that like they brought in that type of money. That's actually insane.
Yeah,
I think
they make
The
big
Conjuring
money.
is like one of the bigger horror names.
Yeah, I mean it's just like it's almost like Supernatural. I mean it's just I don't know how they get all those people in those seats. But
It's almost like a scary movie.
But I found the director of him is Justin Tipping.
Shout out Justin.
Shout out Justin Tipping, because I've seen the trailer, I feel like a bajillion times, but they always make sure that I know that Jordan Peele is part of this movie.
Yeah.
But Justin, I just want to let you know I appreciate you.
I know you're there too, Justin.
And I'm excited to see your creative vision come to life.
Yeah, exactly. Next up is that The Paper and The Long Walk are apparently good. Like,
oh, I saw that. Yeah, The Paper. It's like
The Paper is
certified
supposed
fresh,
to be
and
good, and then The Long Walk is one of like the best of the year.
Well, that's not as surprising. But The Paper, people are saying whoa, are we doing this?
No, you're good. You're good. Keep talking.
I'm shocked you haven't seen The Paper yet, Charles. I'll be honest.
Keep talking, Charles.
I didn't think it looked that good, but everyone's saying that it's up there. Like, it's on par with The Office, like all the reviews.
That's crazy.
So, as someone who has watched the first episode,
I
know I completely forgot to talk about that because I watched it and then I immediately watched tennis after. So I was just like all over the place. But I think it's hard because with The Office, you know it so well. This was never something where we were like, oh, is this a show that's going to be good or not? I might give it a chance. Like, it's always like The Office is one of the greatest comedy shows of all time, you know?
Yeah.
And I think when you go into it with that expectation, you're like, you know what? I'm going to just write it out and watch this through its entirety. The first couple episodes, they're still pretty good, though. And then you have Steve Carell leading it all, who's just like one of the most iconic roles in all of television. Maybe that's an over-exaggeration. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
But I think this show, I think it has kind of like the pieces to do something. After one episode, like I like Domhnall Gleeson. I really like what he's doing here. It's just very much like a dysfunctional paper company, as we've seen before. But it's just so weird to see something so iconic like done in a very almost like different light with new characters.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds stupid to say that, but it's like, because we've seen so many sequels of so many movies where they just kind of like change one thing, you know, but I feel like for a show, I've never really watched one before where it's almost like a reboot of a certain show, you know? So I think it has potential here. I might kind of give it a shot throughout the rest of the week. But there's definitely some funny stuff. I'll probably give it a shot, but still not like knowing what I know now. It's like, oh, The Office is like one of the greatest shows of all time. So I'm like trying to manage my expectations here and just like appreciate it for what it is without, you know, the past episodes and whatnot kind of influencing what I think of it.
I'm gonna try to watch it. Maybe sometime this week if I have time. Just at least a couple episodes, see what's up. They already got renewed for season 2, so just shocked.
Okay. Maybe I'll watch it too then.
And then The Long Walk comes out next week. I mean, we're gonna talk about it next week on the podcast, but like from the early reviews, very, very excited.
I actually heard the way to watch that movie is
to walk.
So you actually get your seat, but instead of like sitting down while you're watching the movie, you just kind of like walk around the theater.
Yeah.
And
So
like,
I'll do that.
and yeah,
everyone's tripping on the stairs.
actually, everyone that sits down immediately gets kicked out.
There'll be a special line for actual A-listers though to walk in certain areas.
Yeah, and you kind of just like they have a refill station where you can kind of refill your drink along your walk and hydrate and grab some grub. But yeah, if that happens in my theater though, I'd be quite upset.
Or would you join in? I might join in.
It's a great question.
The next piece of news is exclusively just for me. So you guys don't even need to comment on it. I'm just saying it to say it. Allegedly, Seth Rogen is bringing back The Muppet Show. And I would be so happy about this. I would be the happiest guy around if this happened. I would love Muppet Show to come back, especially with SNL kind of just like tanking a little bit in like their quality. This feels like prime time for Kermit and the gang to fill that spot in American pop culture. And I would love it. Take it a little more, do it a little more adult, do it like they did actually with the actual original Muppet Show, where like it's for everybody, it's not just for kids. I think would be incredible. Or you know what? Just season 2 of the studio is just Muppets instead. We say nothing. We don't tell anybody why it happened. We just have the Muppets in the same place as all the characters. So yeah, that's my news for just me.
How do the Muppets find their way on our podcast every single week?
You guys talked about it last week when I wasn't even here, so that's on you.
I know
Well,
we did.
that was for you. That was for you.
Yeah.
I feel like you've just like put this in my head where I'm just like, oh, Muppets Hunter. Like Hunter would love it.
I'm going to incept everybody to actually enjoy the Muppets because you've been missing out.
I like the Muppets. I just like I think it'd be fun again to do a Muppet episode where we kind of watch some of the movies and kind of
I
like
would love to do that.
hop in.
Where we all just have our
Muppet,
puppets on the screen instead of us.
Now that would be a great episode.
No, that sounds cool. I mean, I feel like Seth Rogen is like perfect at kind of like balancing that, like one of the top comedians of the 2000s.
And he makes some good shows.
I'd argue, and he knows how to make good stuff. So I feel like he'd do your Muppets proud.
Thank you. I agree. All right. Last piece of news is the biggest piece of news of maybe we've had in a while. Superman, Man of Tomorrow. The sequel to James Gunn's Superman is coming out in 2027. We got some early concept art already of Lex Luthor in the power suit as well as David Cornsweat's Superman. It comes out months before the Batman Part 2. Are we thinking? Are we thinking about it? Are we putting them together? What's going on?
I think we are.
I think they're going to go together. I think they're definitely going to be together.
Maybe I'm just insane, but I'm still holding out that they don't.
For a hero.
There you go. I really think that they
should.
Together. They should. It's silly. It's silly not to.
They really should.
You know what? If they just completely blow my expectations out of the water, that's fine.
I mean, I think it'd be incredible if they met and then like immediately Batman just knew it was Clark Kent. Like I think that'd be just a great way to introduce them to each other. He's just like Superman's like, "Hey Batman." He's like, "Hello Clark." It'd be great. I'm already in. I'm delusional. I'm already delusional and I have it. All right. I want it.
Or what if they already have casted the new Batman and we're just kind of they just want us to speculate that they're together by putting them so close to each other.
I truly do think
so.
My thought process is this. I truly do think that if it's not going to happen, they would have had James Gunn and Matt Reeves like together be like, it's separate. Like, be like, these are two different things. Like, don't get your hopes up at all. Like, it's just, these are two different worlds. Set the record straight. The fact that James Gunn keeps dancing around it and is like, well, it's possible. Like, it's we're thinking of doing our own thing, but like, it's you never know. Feels to me like they're trying to figure it out. And the fact they're both coming out in the same year, the fact they're coming out a few months from each other feels like perfect corporate synergy. Charles, as our resident stock guy, business, wouldn't WB as to want to tell their investors that here are our two biggest franchises coming out a few months from each other that are interconnected to help the audience maintain themselves? Doesn't that feel like corporate speak for like a good idea?
But I feel like
yeah.
All right, see?
I didn't feel like that, but I suppose.
Couldn't corporate be like, you know what, guys? Batman is huge. Let's make as many Batman movies as we possibly can, and then we will make the most money.
But then wouldn't they also say in the back of the court, like the boardroom, be like, excuse me, wasn't the confusing chronology of like our franchise bad the last time? That's what everyone kind of disconnected. And then they would go like, yeah, you're right. Random guy in the back. And it was me. I broke into the meeting. But yeah,
I'm just an insider, Jack.
I'm an insider. I know. I write letters every day. But yeah, July 9th, 2027. That's like soon, relatively, to be honest. Like that's awesome that we're getting that within 2 years. Like we can honestly have a whole trilogy before 2030, which would be just incredible.
Superman fans are up.
We are. We rise.
Too bad.
Why do we fall? So we can get back up. Batman Begin. But yeah, this is happening in soon. Charles, are you pumped?
I'm fired up.
I believe you, actually.
I do think I think they're going to be connected. I know Jack's pissed about it. I know he can't stand it, but
I'm simply angry at it.
he's so mad.
Jack, what is you've said it before, but like, what is the apprehension if it was just like Batman's 99% over here in his own little world, but then every once in a while he needs to go hang out with his pals in the Justice League?
Nah, I totally get that. Like, and I think I'm gonna restate, like, when I look at the Batman for this universe, I see like a Tim Burton Batman.
But
That's the kind of like Michael Keaton Batman. That is what I feel like fits in this universe.
I know. I feel like that'd be a good character,
and especially with Peacemaker. Love Peacemaker. Like it's good, but I think the difference in like the appropriateness is not even the right word to say that, but it's just like Peacemaker is totally off the walls, like full like rated R, like superhero. I wouldn't even argue that they use the rated R kind of like label on violence as much as they do just kind of like, or especially they have on nudity in the first couple episodes. But I think just the insane difference between this and Superman that we got earlier this year, not to say that I'm like, oh, it just feels weird that they're in the same universe here for me with Peacemaker. Not entirely saying that. I understand this is like not a show for kids, but then I'm like, you made Superman like a universe for kids so that like, well, not just like for kids, but like for everyone, you know? And I feel like making the Peacemaker show kind of like, in my mind, kind of like excludes a certain group of people. And they're just like, yeah, we'll just kind of like throw him in there when it's like relevant, you know, or like when we feel like he's needed. I don't know. For me, I just feel like even like the cartooniness like of these characters, I like Superman. And I think the more I watch it, the more I like it. I just think personally, a lot of the factors that made the Batman so good, just the true, like the darkness of it all, like even the fact that we got like people's fingers chopped off and like, I don't know, a dude had a bomb strapped to his chest and it felt like real. It didn't feel like a joke or it didn't feel like some cartoon. I don't know. I feel like I'm saying cartoon a lot because I feel like when I look at the Superman universe, that's what I see.
Yeah.
And then I understand like
I think the biggest test is going to be Green Lantern. Depending on how that show feels, I will agree or just like if Green Lantern feels more in line with Peacemaker, and then it's like, all right, then this is kind of what we're doing. If Green Lantern feels entirely different and feels more grounded and realistic, like they're saying it is, where it's like supposed to be, you know, like a detective show on Earth, then it's like, all right, and that's just kind of what we're doing. At least that's how I feel about it.
Sure. And I know, I think this is just something like we can agree to disagree about. And, you know, again, I've said before, like if they really did find a way to like merge them and like they did it well, I wouldn't really have that much of a problem with it. But I think for me, I just think it's going to be so hard to really put these two characters together. And I know that's the appeal of it all. Like you have like arguably the best Batman that we've gotten on screen with, you know, arguably the best Superman that we've gotten, you know, one of the best Superman movies we've gotten. So like, I totally understand the appeal there. For me, I just think they're two different, especially like cinematically, like in terms of obviously like Gotham and then putting it next to Metropolis. They just feel way too different for me to like sit there during the same movie and be like, this is one cohesive movie that was well done.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's just weird because I'm on the opposite side where like it's almost a gut feeling. It just feels right, you know?
Yeah, I like the difference. Like to me, like I feel like they should be like Metropolis should feel perfect and clean and nice, and then Gotham should just feel like, why would anyone live here? And they must pay you to live here. kind of thing. Like I love the dichotomy of those two.
See, but like when I totally get that, but it's like for me, like it just feels like if you were to use the Gotham that we had, I don't know. Just for me, it's like the Gotham we got in the Batman. It just feels so dark, and it feels like it's its own character. And I guess you could say Metropolis is the same in Superman, where it's like Metropolis just feels so like over the top, like cartoonish, like CGI to put the Batman right there with them.
Yeah, like I think it would.
That's what I
like
think.
break my brain if like I saw Pattinson's like Batmobile driving down the streets of Metropolis. But also, I would love the imagery of Cornstar's Superman like colorfully flying through the streets of West Gotham. Like him in that would just in my like mind work better. But also like if you had Metropolis at night and there's just like a shadowy figure on top of a building and it is Batman, like to me that would then work. Like there's something about it where like it works in some cases, but I'm just excited. I'm just excited. I'm delusional.
I think they would have to like really utilize the dark in Metropolis for me to like really like this.
Yeah, but then
Just
again,
because-
too, we might get it'd be interesting if the character arc of this version of the Batman, obviously at the end of the Batman, he like knows he needs to be a symbol of hope. Like that's like his whole thing. He's reborn in the waters of Gotham, and then he's like, I need to be a symbol of hope. I'm much more than I thought I was. It'd be interesting if then he looks at the true symbol of hope, being Superman, and is inspired by that and
wants to fight him.
Yes, that's what we need to do. Batman v Superman again. No, but like that's like his almost like Superman is his hero. And like that's the man he tries to be. And so it's almost like a polar opposite of what Batman v Superman was, where it's like Batman fears him. In the other sense, it's like Batman loves that he can be that, but Batman knows he can't. So he has to be this version of himself and instill fear into others because that's his greatest strength versus like Superman who can just obviously fly and be super strong and all that. Like I think that'd be a great character development of like that's how Batman believes he can become hopeful, is be more like Superman. And then Superman even could learn from Batman in the same way of like you need to be a presence at all times. Like you can't just be just a guy.
Yeah.
As much as Superman wants to be a guy.
No, and I think I like your vision of it, and I like the vision overall of like, you know, putting those two characters together, at least like their storylines. I like that, but I think again it's just like it comes down to like the themes and even almost just like not that I hated Metropolis in Superman. I understand
it was
like
a bit too
colorful, but I think it was for me personally, I was like, okay, I think this is like over the top. They're beating me over the head with it. Like this is Metropolis. I get it. That's kind of how I felt in Superman. I think the things that I liked most about Superman was kind of like the emotional beats, you know, like when he's talking with his parents, when he's talking with Lois, talking about crypto. I mean, I think there's just some really good moments in there, and that's why I liked the movie. But again, just some of the negatives I had was I just think Metropolis was like way too much for me personally, as someone who's not like an over-the-top Superman fan.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
We'll see.
But
we'll have this conversation again in 2 or 3 months, and
we'll do the whole thing over again. We're doing it.
It's gonna be a blast.
I really think that though Green Lantern is my test. Like I think that's supposed to come out early next year. We'll probably get a trailer for it December, let's just say. The tone of that will be a very big test to see what the tone of this universe is. If that's a consistent tone, who knows? If it's not,
I'd like to see it too.
Yeah, because I feel like right now we've had Peacemaker and Creature Commandos are the same tone.
Yeah,
Superman obviously a little different, but still ties to it. If Green Lantern does feel very different and like darker and more serious, then that to me is like, all right, I like this, what we're doing here.
I agree.
But we'll get there.
Green Lantern.
We should all get rings. That'd be sick. Let's get into some trailers. Let's do
good
TV
trailers
first.
this week.
Some good trailers.
There's a lot of them.
First trailer was we'll do TV first. Marvel Zombies comes out September 24th, so just a few weeks away. We're getting all 5 episodes, I believe, at once. They really sold the TVMA of it all. This looked pretty good. I liked the Marvel Zombies What If episode. Like, I think for Halloween, this is a fun like special in the way they did that that one last year, which was what not Moon Knight. It was Werewolf by Night. Yeah, that was 2 years ago actually. I need a good Marvel thing. Marvel's got to come out swinging. The fact that this came out like the day after Superman 2 was announced was a little rough because it's like, look at the two versions that's happening. And also everyone clowning on 2027. It's like Spider-Verse, the Batman 2, Superman 2, and then it's like, oh, Avengers Secret Wars. No thanks, buddy. So yeah, but I'm into Marvel's.
If this is anything like that season 1 episode, then I'm all in because I thought that episode was really good. And if they just expand on it and the world, and it looks like they're adding new characters too.
Moon Knight Blade was cool.
Yeah. So I'm pretty into this.
I watched the trailer and like two things went through my head. One was like when we all watched like Endgame in theaters together, we were like, man, like this was awesome. Like up there with like one of the greatest cinematic experiences like ever.
Yeah.
And then Marvel's like, you know what? We're going to expand into animation. And What If was good. The first season, I think, was good. And then they kind of just like beat the crap out of it and just kept going and kept going and kept going. And it's like they're making stories that no one cares about.
I liked X-Men.
Oh, no, I'm not saying X-Men. I apologize. I was talking specifically about what if. Like,
what if really fell off a cliff?
What if Darcy and, Mr. Duck got to, like...
Yeah, what if really fell off a cliff?
No one really wanted to see that. And I think it's funny because you have, like, the Across the Spider-Verse movies that are just, like, huge. Like, I think if Marvel really wanted to ease into animation... I mean, obviously that is Marvel, but I think it's more like Sony than Marvel. Maybe I'm wrong there, but someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like the animation for that is like you have like an attachment and you love these characters. And I think they could have done something similar with other characters. I mean, like even X-Men, like you guys loved it. Everyone loved it when that thing was out. In my mind, I just think like, is this going to be something that's like easily forgettable?
Yeah, I think this will be something in the same way that Werewolf by Night kind of just came and went. This feels like a fun Halloween thing that we probably will never talk about after it's airing.
It looks fun though. I'm not like hating on it by any means.
It looks like a good time. I like Spider-Man stuff. The Spider-Man stuff looks cool where he's like ripping heads off with the webs. Like that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
And when I saw the characters, it made me think of something like when they made the Shang-Chi movie, like it was awesome. Like I remember I got like goosebumps. It was one of my favorite.
Did you see his tweet about Superman?
No.
Someone quote tweeted the Superman announcement and was like, wow, what a concept. 2 years for a sequel to a superhero movie. And then Shang-Chi, the guy like who is Shang-Chi, like
Simu Liu?
Was just like the flat face emoji.
Because I'm like, I just imagine they I mean, obviously I think the part that I like the least about that movie is like the whole CGI craziness at the end, but it's still like I think it's really good. Some of the best like combat hand to hand we've gotten in the MCU, like just beautiful. And you bring in this new character and they're like, you know what guys, let's just bring him back for What If and Marvel Zombies. That's the only reason we created this character. So we can just like bring him and Awkwafina back for What If.
Yeah. It's just silly that his next appearance is going to be in.
It makes me so upset.
Avengers. It's just like, what are we doing?
Such a good movie, and they're just using his character for this type of stuff. It just like, I just feel like it's disrespectful.
Yeah. Well, it's just one of those things. But yeah, that comes out very soon. We'll talk about that when it does come out. The next up is an electric trailer for Smiling Friends season 3. This is one of my favorite shows on TV. I love Smiling Friends. So very excited for season 3. Season 3 looks insane. Looks like just, man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for Smiling Friends.
Looks like they've still got the juice.
It does.
I'll just
season
say
3
that.
is kind of the question mark season, I feel, for most shows. Like, do you still have it? And this feels like they still got it. And the season 4 and 5 are already confirmed. So
let's go.
Like, very excited for that.
Incoming 37 seasons of Smiling Friends.
I would take all of the seasons of Smiling Friends. Every year, just give me new Smiling Friends. Love Smiling Friends. Jack, are you a Smiling Friends guy?
I like to smile with my friends, but I've actually never seen Smiling Friends.
Missing out.
It'll take you about 3.5 hours to watch all of Smiling Friends.
All 2 seasons. They are very short.
Really?
Yeah, they're like very short, and it's great. It's a great show. Love it.
It is pretty entertaining. It's so dumb. But
It's,
I think
it's
all
so
Adult
dumb.
Swim shows are pretty dumb, and this show, I don't know, it's just the most random.
It's so good.
Like my favorite episode is the Shrimpina episode.
Oh, you like Shrimpina?
and he'll just like be talking, like one of the main characters' name is Charlie, and he's just like talking, and then he just like, oh goodness, and it's like, I don't even know. I just like died laughing because
I'm shocked you don't like the Lord of the Rings episode, Charles.
Oh, the one where it's like fantasy,
the Enchanted Forest. Yeah.
It's pretty, when what's his name? It's like I'd like that.
Yeah. I like that.
So
like
is this something you guys watched together, like while like at school?
Henry Barber and
Henry
I
did.
watched every episode live at school, and then we watched it again. I think we watched every episode like 3 times together. Like it's the best show.
I watched them recently just on flights.
It's a great flight show because it's like very easy to watch and like you laugh quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it's a great bat because they're each like 20 minutes long. Like they go by so fast.
They're like 11 minutes long.
Oh yeah, they are shorter than that.
They're so short.
Like they just fly. So and they're really all of them are really quite good. I like the Magical Red Jewel too. That's a good one where they go to the mysterious world of Spamtopia, and no one speaks English. They just speak like weird spam language, and they couldn't figure it out.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
No.
That one comes up. It's very soon too. That's October 5th, Sunday, October 5th. That comes out. Now we're into some movies. A little birthday present. I'm thinking of what I need to buy myself for my birthday. What steelbook will I get? All right. Next up is some actual movie trailers. A sequel. Shout out Chuck. 28 years later, The Bone Temple coming out in January. Now January makes me nervous.
Yeah.
It is directed by Nina DaCosta.
It's screaming ISS.
Yeah. The sequel, I think this could be the jump the shark moment. I'm not going to lie. But
it's 27 weeks exactly.
Oh, is it actually?
I want to say from when
28
years 28 came out.
Weeks later?
The movie, sorry. Or 20, I don't know. Is it 27? I thought it was 28.
28 weeks later.
Okay, yeah, it's 28 weeks later from when 28 years later came out. So I think that's cool.
That is cool. Okay, now that I know
again,
that,
it's just
cool.
like, but again, just like putting it in January is kind of like,
Well, not a whole lot of winners in January. So maybe we're going to start to get some winners.
I like that. I like
spin
that.
zone it.
I think what was frustrating when I watched this movie the first time is like, I didn't know that the sequel was like coming when I was watching the movie.
Yeah. Well, then the last 30 seconds, it's like, whoa.
I feel like an idiot. Because I was just like, oh, they're going to like resolve all of this in like 30 minutes or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like it was, I do like that this story is a part of something bigger. So I think I can like, I don't know, maybe I need to rewatch it and see if I appreciate it more after
knowing
fully understanding that like they're coming out with more. I do like Jack O'Connell.
I do like Jack O'Connell.
I like him, so I like what I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with him in this movie, even though I wasn't like over the top about the ending. Then Ralph Fiennes I kind of like him being this like all bloodied up survivor.
Me too.
I really like this. I'm really interested because I feel like we didn't even get enough of him in the last movie.
And he feels very important in this one.
Yeah, he does.
Apparently, Cillian Murphy shows up in this one as Jim from the first movie. So,
heck yeah,
that's the alleged rumors. But yeah, 28 years later, The Bone Temple is coming out in January.
Oh, they cloned Samson.
They did. The woke got Samson and they clothed him.
That was a big discussion online this week.
Yep.
I think people were quite upset about that.
I think so. But you know what? It's also a trailer. So they kind of have to. Folks, they kind of have to. Next up is House of Dynamite with everyone's favorite Rebecca Ferguson and Idris Elba and Greta Lee. This is directed by Catherine Bigelow and written by Noah Oppenheim. Catherine Bigelow, probably best known for Zero Dark 30 and The Hurt Locker, also Point Break, which is one of my favorite movies. This is about a missile strike happening on America, and they have no idea who shot the missile off, and they're trying to figure out in real time what to do about it, which sounds awesome. Apparently this is quite good. It releases on Netflix in October, and I'm pretty pumped for this. I think this is going to be quite good.
Me personally, I'm getting a little tired of all the streaming releases, but
I think this also has a limited theater release.
Okay.
This looked like one of the best like Netflix trailers I've seen, and
yes,
I mean obviously excluding Knives Out, but I think Knives Out is just kind of the exception. So
I would agree.
I got excited for this. I think the cast is great. There's one person in particular I'm beyond excited to see, and I'm sure Charlie's excited to see. Do you know who's in this movie, Charlie?
Trying to think.
I know who's in this movie. I know who's in this movie.
Is it Ramos?
Yeah, the good boy Anthony Ramos is in this movie. They should make him the president. That would be a great twist for all of us.
Mr. President, we need your help. Yes, of course.
We are not throwing away our shot.
Yeah, no, this looked good though. I'm really pumped for it. I think the cast looks good too, and maybe Netflix finest work as of
I know. Late. I'm thinking they might have a winner.
They didn't give us much, but it wasn't interesting.
I didn't need a whole lot.
I mean, I saw comments and it was like, this is perfect. It gives us exactly an idea of what's going on, and
it's just selling it.
It doesn't tell too much. It's just perfect.
I think a lot of the trailers did that though this week. I think they kind of just gave me a nice little tease, and I'm like, yes,
good little teases.
Keep it coming.
Do you want to move on to the next two?
Sure.
All right, the next one is quite a steamy trailer, I will say.
I know.
Wuthering Heights, starring Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. I will say this was, whoa, mama. This was a whoa one.
A lot of sucking fingers.
A lot of fingers. A lot of pushing around bread that hasn't dough. I guess would be the better term for it. A lot of dough pushing. But yeah, so a passionate and oh man, I can't read that word. A passionate love story set against the backdrop of Yorkshire Moors.
Does it say apparently?
Tumultuous. It says tumultuous. I know the word. God, it's early. It's only noon. A passionate and tumultuous love story set against the backdrop of Yorkshire Moors, exploring the intense and destructive relationship between Heathcliff, like the cat, and Catherine Ershaw. So yeah, that's what's coming out. Margot Robbie, Jacob Elordi, directed by Emerald Fennell.
All the fingers.
The fingers will be licked.
Would be best known for Saltburn. I would say it's probably her best known directing.
Really?
So that's the vibe we're gonna get.
We're getting that vibe. Also, Jacob Elordi is everywhere right now.
Can I make a prediction?
It's having a moment. Yeah, you can make a prediction.
I feel like I don't know what the budget was for this. Any chance you can pull up the budget for this?
I'll see if I can find it.
I think this movie is going to do quite well.
I feel this movie is going to do quite well.
Like I just feel like there's like some people who watch this trailer and it just scratched the itch in the back of their brain they didn't even know existed.
The sicko itch in the back of their brain.
I watched that and I'm like, I just know some people that are gonna love this. And there's got to be more out there. And I gotta say personally, while I'm not fully drawn to, I've never read the book. Apparently, this was like a book that a lot of people read in middle school, high school. Did you guys read it?
Netflix tried to pay $150 million for it, but Warner's won it for $75 million because they gave it a theatrical release. I've never read it either.
But I think like, hey, come on. All right,
dude, what the heck?
Oh, he was trying to come up with a comeback.
I think stylistically, this looks awesome. Like I like there's like this color pop that is like really interesting to me, and
Nice to look at.
I like the way this movie looks.
Mhm.
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, so
Scratch that itch, Jack, you little sicko.
I'll get one ticket the opening
I
night.
guess I'll go see this.
I'll take 7 tickets. All the showings.
I guess
Maybe should this be the movie that we all meet up for?
Right next to each other.
We all dress up.
Pull the like the dividers up.
Ugh, freakos. But yeah, it comes out Valentine's Day next year, so a big date night movie for everybody.
We can just buy the two seats and just share them.
The share seats they have.
The real question: what's the popcorn bucket gonna be?
Oh,
Fingers.
it's just dough.
It's like a hand, and it's like
Fingers with like moisture. Never mind. I'm not gonna get. All right, next trailer. What's
Next trailer. Next trailer is Die My Love. This comes out in November, thanks to Mubi, our favorite streaming service that we talk about a lot for some reason. Die My Love stars Jennifer Lawrence, Robert Pattinson, and Nick Nolte. In a remote, forgotten rural area, a mother struggles to maintain her sanity as she battles with psychosis. This looks very interesting. I'm pretty in on this as well. This got some good buzz from Cannes, so hopefully it is. Hopefully it's quite good.
J-Lo is back.
J-Lo is back.
J-Law. Sorry, excuse me.
J-Lo could also be back. You never know. Maybe she's with Ben Affleck again.
Well, she's in that Kiss of a Spider Woman, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that was great.
No, I like this though. It looked kind of insane, and I'm all for it. I mean, Robert Pattinson establishing himself as that it factor type actor, and I'm here for it with Jennifer Lawrence, who has established that she has the sauce as well. I'm excited to see what these two get up to. I'm excited to see what the chemistry kind of looks like between them. Kind of get like snippets of it. Very much kind of like, I've never seen Marriage Story, but just like the screaming match in the kitchen. Just kind of gave me vibes to that kind of the iconic scene that I feel like everyone's seen.
Yeah.
But I'm into it.
Well, there we go. That's Die My Love. Comes out in November, and we will talk about it when it does release. And maybe we'll catch it again on Mubi when it comes out on streaming. I kind of feel like I have to get Mubi for 1 month, do like the trial month, and just see what I'm missing. Because like Mubi seems like it has all of the cool things. You get 7 days free, folks. That's like a whole 7 movies you could watch. That's pretty cool.
Like one weekend, just watch everything Mubi has to offer.
I don't know if I could ever catch up on what Mubi has to offer. Brad.
You'd have to move pretty fast for that.
Oh, they got Perfect Day on here, folks, and After Sun. All right, folks, I think I might become a movie guy. I'm already a movie guy. I become a movie guy. Let's get into the draft. Ready for the draft? Anything else before we get in the draft?
Peacemaker.
Oh, Peacemaker. That also came out. Let's talk Peacemaker season 2.
Do you really want to taste it?
Come on, dude. Come on. That's what we call a callback, folks.
Yeah.
Peacemaker season 2, episode 3. Another Rick up my sleeve. Sounds like a Rick and Morty episode. While Peacemaker goes to this other universe to become a hero and see Harcourt, we have an old familiar friend join us, and we learn a little bit more about this mysterious world. I think we should go full spoilers for this episode because I have a take. That is a full spoiler take.
All right. I'd say let's get into it. Let's get hot and steamy.
It's getting a little confusing. The continuity is getting a little confusing. Obviously, Joel Kinnaman comes back. We see him as Rick Flag before the events of the Suicide Squad. But then it's kind of like he says, though, he's still dating Enchantress from Suicide Squad. So, like, now is she canon to the new DCU? Like, is the events of Suicide Squad canon to the DCU? Getting a little confusing, folks, of what is canon and what isn't. So far, I'm just going to basically say, unless I see it again or it's said again, it's not canon. but I'm just saying from a regular fan's perspective, like thinking from, Avery, who liked Superman and is interested to see where Superman goes next and likes David Cornsweet, is this confusing to the average fan? Probably. So that's where it's like we're pushing a line here. But still very confident. I think this was a great episode. I think this other universe is definitely a little darker than we think so far. But yeah, it was a good episode. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me with the continuity of it all, I think that if we see this person, it could also just be a very, like almost a variant of Enchantress.
Well, true. But then it's just like, are we going to have to do that for everybody kind of thing? Like, are we going to have to be like, all right, now this Deadshot is not the same Deadshot, or like this, I'm just saying it's getting a little.
Sure. I understand where you're coming from. Yeah. I think it's like, I don't even think we're going to see her. And like you said, like, I think as long as we don't see them again, it's not really that big of a deal.
Fair enough.
It's just kind of like a, ooh.
Yeah.
I know that. They just kind of felt like throwing something in there. I don't know. I like it. I definitely think there's something really fun to discover in the new dimension.
Yeah.
I think there's got to be something that makes it
bad,
just suck, like the worst place ever. But I like Peacemaker's kind of progression in this season so far. I like the idea that, I mean, even by the end of last season, we'd seen that he's kind of become a more open person and not necessarily as closed-minded as he was kind of prior to season 1.
Big time.
But I think it's just weird. I feel like the people in the universe kind of have to put stuff together where he just keeps asking them, like, oh, where's this? What do I do for this?
Yeah,
like, I feel like at some point they got to be like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
Like, all it takes is him to have one dinner, and they're like, hey, remember when we did this? And he's like, oh, yeah, that was hilarious. And, like, he has no idea what he's talking about.
I agree.
I think it is funny how Harcourt is like in this universe. She is almost like so like I don't know if like feminine is the right word.
No, I think that's
but like I feel like the epitome of like when like feminine is like, as opposed to like in the original universe, she's very like masculine, like this very like strong character. Even they're like, we think you deal with toxic masculinity, and literally in this new universe, she is the complete opposite.
Yeah. And she's
like she's like talking about her feelings and is like asking how he's doing and like all this stuff, which from the previous conversation that we'd had at the end of episode 2, like I thought that was great. I liked that she kind of like pushed him away and was like, I'm not as screwed up as you are. I know you and I really didn't get to talk about last episode all too much, but I think last episode was good in terms of like they gave him the motivation to push him into this new universe instead of him just being like, oh, I need to go straight there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you thought the same about that.
I'm with you. I think it's giving him such an option to like do it at his own devices versus just forcing him to go there. So I really did like that. I think it's quite good.
Yeah. I think it is fun because I've never really been on Reddit or anything for like kind of keep up with like what other people are thinking about the episode.
Yeah.
But I have recently been using like Serialized for
nice. Yeah.
Peacemaker, just to kind of like jot down my quick thoughts like when I'm thinking something. And it's a cool app. I like kind of like seeing people's thoughts on the episode as it comes up. And yeah, I mean that's kind of that. I feel like they're long episodes.
They are.
But so far, maybe this is just me, I don't think any of these episodes have kind of reached some of the highs that I reached in season 1.
I think this is a lot of setup right now. I really do.
I agree.
I think it's very much like we're getting ready for what it is, and we're not quite there yet. I think that's why 4, 5, is like the last little bit of like the setup, because 6, 7, 8 they didn't show to anybody because it's so secretive of what's going to happen. Like that's
Sure.
where I think we're really going to get into it. Which you can make the argument that maybe just having 4 episodes out of an 8-episode season being like important, but I do feel like the setup is actually doing quite well, and like you're seeing where these characters are. So James Gunn does do a good job of making me actually care about what's going on with these characters.
Sure. I even thought the scene in this one where he goes in and like stops the bomb.
Yeah. I thought that was
Like
great. That's a great scene.
still a very like heroic moment for him, because like he's doing something like, for me, it reminded me of at the end of season 1, obviously he puts his like life on the line to essentially save humanity.
Yeah.
In this new universe, he does something similar. And instead of just getting a pat on the back and like, all right, we'll see you later, he gets this loud applause and he gets hardcore like jumping into his arms, kind of the stereotypical like hero-ness of it all. That's just nothing he's ever received before. So I thought that was a really awesome moment for him. And like, that's just going to push him to be like, dude, I got to go back. And I think he's just going to like receiving that high of like the praise, like the fame of it all.
Yeah.
How much is he going to go back to this universe, or until he's just like, I'm just going to stay here forever,
Yeah.
So I think we're headed into a good point.
I'm very excited
next
to see where we're
episode.
going.
I liked what they did at the end of this episode, kind of like the momentum, like almost like a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I like the unease kind of leaving us on the edge. Like he just had this massive experience and he's walking right into his house and they're headed there to, put him down. And I swear, if they touch Eagly, man, that's insane. They better not touch my boy.
He's a duck, so it's okay.
He's a duck.
The bird blindness joke, I did not like at first, but the more I get it, the more I like it.
I think I agree. It's like, it just, at the beginning, I was just kind of like, all right, that's like funny. I'm like,
yeah.
And then midway through, I'm like, they're really beating this joke to death. And then now I'm like,
now it's like, all right.
They're like, all right, can you even kill an eagle? I mean, no, it's a duck. It's a duck.
Yeah. Then he's like, you lied to me.
Yeah. He's like, no, I think it is also, I think it's interesting that you have, when they all hung out, you have like Economos who loves his friends, but then like keeps his job.
Yeah, I did like that.
He doesn't want to hurt Peacemaker. And he even has the conversation on the roof where like, why don't you just like quit your job? If you like hate what you do, and he feels like this kind of internal guilt of having to watch over Peacemaker.
Yeah, I
think that's also kind of an interesting plot line. So I think we'll see some sort of resolution to that down the road. I like that they bring up some like small little bits in the show and it doesn't come up until later. And I think that's just what makes like the TV shows, in my opinion, not like better than the movies, but I think it allows them to have time to say, hey, we can introduce this and we don't have to resolve it right now. We can let it sit with them and let the character kind of like develop and then bring it up again.
I'm with you. Let's get into our draft. Unless, Charles, did you have any thoughts? Did you watch Peacemaker or no? No? Okay, fair enough. Hey, fair enough, man. Hey. Also, I've been looking at Newbie, and I might get Newbie because the catalog they have is kind of incredible. I'm not gonna lie. Like the catalog they have is like really, really good. Some really good stuff. They did it. Those sickos. They got me. Also, they have socks that say cinema on them.
Ooh.
Fellas. Maybe we'll do an episode just in the socks. All right, let's get into the draft. So this is the best fall movies draft. Movies that make you feel like you're in fall. Whatever that means to you is what it means to you. We'll do our 5. Obviously, if it's taken off the board, you cannot take it anymore. And that's what we will do. So, yes, Jack.
I'm so sorry. I know you said that fall can mean whatever that means to you.
Yeah.
But just like, I know I got a question, which you're probably going to say yes. And I feel really stupid asking this.
Go ahead.
Because you're going to be like, if that means fall to you, that means yes. But like part of me, like fall, like encapsulates Halloween.
if that is the way you'd like to go,
I think you can run any direction you want.
yeah, feel free, man. The thing about
I'm up at Christmas Carol.
now that is more of a winter. Now the Muppet
It does have Christmas in the title.
Muppet Halloween or like Muppet Haunted Mansion, that could be something you choose. But
I
yeah,
got the
that,
random number generator if we want to.
do a little random. What is out of 100 or out of closest to?
Out of 100, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
All right. I'm gonna go with no. I went first last time on this. I'm gonna go last this time. Charles, what number?
76.
I feel like we could just do 1, 2, or 3, and I feel like
Yeah,
that's a
let's just
lot
do 1, 2,
easier.
3.
Sorry, I know it's
There's
like
fun in that.
All right. I'll take 2.
I'll take 3.
I've just
Okay,
got 1.
I get one.
We'll do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 2.
Nice.
Wait, so I picked the entire order now?
You pick the order
Yep.
of the draft.
Do better than I did.
I'll take 1.
And then
I'm gonna ruin Hunter's day.
I know you are.
And I'll give Hunter 3 and Jack 2.
oh, that's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought you were gonna get me
Okay.
too.
I'm gonna take when Harry Met Sally.
Nah, you sicko. You sicko.
There are other movies on the list that are like very fall, at least on my list. But I feel like this is just like the pin. Like
It's the
This is
quintessential
the-
fall movie. Even though
this
it
is the
ends with
first movie I
Christmas
think of.
and New Year's. Like the final scene is New Year's, but like it is so fall.
Yeah, this is like the movie I think of when I think of fall movies. First one.
Oh,
You also look up fall movies, and the first one that comes up is When Harry Met Sally. Like everyone knows it. Everyone loves it.
God.
Sounds like a New Year's movie to me.
This is the worst.
All right, Jack.
All right. Man, there's just so many great picks here. I know I'm gonna get one of these at the end, so I'm gonna save it for then. But I think for fall, I'm gonna have to go with Good Will Hunting at number 2.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like for me, like it just it really like New England fall, crisp autumn leaves, sitting on the bench in the park. That's fall.
Yeah,
You like
it
them
is.
apples?
Yeah, it is.
How you like
It
them
really
apples?
is. No, that's pretty fall. That's probably like the clear
Oh,
two. Yeah.
You should have picked it different.
All right, Hunter.
You got good ones at 3 and 4 though, Hunter. I will say there
I
are
do.
some really
I
good.
do.
There are some really good options. Mystic Pizza is still available.
Yeah, it is still available. That's a great call. I'm
Family
gonna go. I'm gonna go Knives Out.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That's a
go
good
Knives Out. That's very fall, and we kind of been talking about it. And then I'm gonna go Fantastic Mr. Fox.
You scumbag. I
Yeah,
was thinking to
yeah.
myself,
Let's
could it
go.
fall? Could it fall?
it could not fall because I'm taking it.
Oh, it's massive.
Little ASMR with my typing here for the folks out there.
Man, it's a bummer.
I love Fantastic Mr. Fox. I think honestly, you could put most of Wes Anderson's filmography. Like
I was kind of thinking that.
like you just go
Okay.
full Wes Anderson list, and I'd be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Sweaters
thank-
and
That's a
Knives
bummer.
Out are so nice.
Thank you so much, Hunter.
Hey, no problem.
Um,
I'm glad I could help.
and my second pick, I'm gonna go with Dead Poet Society.
okay.
I just really like this movie. It's one that I watched like freshman year of college, and I haven't rewatched it since. But like that first watch was like so good. I remember watching it with like some of the people on my floor and like holding back tears. Like just such a good movie. Maybe like peak Robin Williams here. He's just so good in this movie.
Mhm.
Again, it's not like a movie about like making movies, but it's like a movie kind of like about art and like the way that art
The love of art,
influences.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think again that kind of falls into that subgenre, but I really love that movie. So Yeah, I think like anything like kind of New England vibes you could say is like almost fall.
Kinda, yeah.
I know I'm falling into that, but yeah.
Falling into it.
All right, with my 2, I guess I'll
Captain,
take.
my captain.
I guess I'll take the football movie off the board and take Remember the Titans.
Chuck found
That's a good
a
one.
top 10 list and is copying that, I think. Because
I went through all the movies that I've watched.
All right, Remember the Titans. That's a great choice, actually. I'm just salty. I'm just salty.
And then this next one, I think I may be able to wait, but I just I'm fearful that Jack's gonna take it, and I'm gonna take Coco.
Oh, it's not on my list. Yeah, then you would have been fine with me.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I was more worried about Jack. If anything,
I didn't even think about that.
Day of the Dead, kind of like Halloween-y.
I know,
but yeah. Sorry, Jack.
Crap.
Un poco loco. Isn't that what he sings?
Yeah.
I gotta watch it.
Really.
Yeah, I was missing out. I feel like I'm missing out on Coco.
You are.
Coco's awesome.
Coco rocks.
So good.
All right, Jack, what you got?
That like bums me out now because I'm like, that's like one of my favorite movies, and I just completely I don't know why. I just like, while it is kind of Halloween-y, and like obviously there's a lot of, maybe it's just the animation of it all kind of like threw me off. That's frustrating though. Great pick, Charlie. Great pick.
Thanks, man.
Darn. Now I'm just completely all over the place.
Now he's lost.
I apologize.
You take the air out of your sails.
You completely lost me in the sauce.
He got lost in the snake. He's stuck in the snake.
Oh man.
Jack did have Halloween. Has not picked a Halloween one yet.
He did get.
All right, I'm gonna take my Nolan off the list. I'm gonna take The Prestige.
Interesting.
I feel that's a winter movie.
Wow. Okay.
I understand there is a lot of winter in there, but for me, I feel like the aesthetic of the overall movie does kind of give me fall vibes.
Hey, it's your list, man.
I suppose.
It's your list.
Because like
they definitely have a lot of scenes in the snow, but that's okay.
I know they do. But I think like this, like, I don't know. Maybe I take that back.
You can't. It's already happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the board.
Oh,
I just feel like a lot of those period pieces though, you could say it is like a fall.
I still have mine.
All right, I'm not going to explain myself anymore. I feel like I'm going to sit with it. I'm fine with it.
All right, I got 2 now. I got 2 places I could go. I'm gonna go You've Got Mail, which is one of the coziest rom-coms of all time. Which also is, like sometimes movies age very poorly, and I feel like You've Got Mail is one of the most poorly aged movies, just from the technology aspect of like, it's such a weird thing that she's meeting a guy online, and now it's just like that's how most people meet, which is very funny. So I do like that. Also, our second Meg Ryan movie on the list. Wow. Shout out. Wow. And then this is where I'm in a quandary. I feel one of these is a little bit more wintry than I want it to be.
Okay, cool. I'm not the only one.
But I'm not going to go with it.
Oh.
I'm going to go with
Don't You Take It.
Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I feel that Lord of the Rings is very fall, and of all of them, Fellowship is maybe the most fall of them all.
So I agree. I would never take any of them, though, because I watch them like 4 times a year.
See, I do not. And so when I felt a bit of a, the wind hit the other day, and I was like, I wonder what Frodo's up to. Yeah. So like, that's where I'm like, all right. I think that
I see where you're coming from, though.
Yeah, it's just very cozy. It's got like that feels like a nice bowl of soup.
Yeah. Okay. Jackson.
All right, this is my 4th pick.
It's your fourth pick.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't
Do
do
it.
what?
Do it.
I don't.
There's
I don't
one I
know
really
what
like.
you're referring to when you're saying don't take it. I don't know. I guess I would consider this to be kind of it gives me fall vibes. Would be Silver Linings Playbook.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
Just we were talking about Jennifer Lawrence earlier. Got to take it. Her and Bradley Cooper in that movie are just like insane chemistry. Then you got Robert De Niro in there too. Just kind of an all-time.
It's like a lot about football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The Eagles.
I feel like I had to take it.
Very fair.
Thank
It's a great
goodness.
take.
Thank goodness. I was really afraid you were going to take the game plan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not taking the game plan.
Oh, I was like,
Really? I
what?
was like, that's not a bad take. I was like, that's not a bad one.
I'm going to take what I think is like the Halloween movie and probably the most fall-y Halloween movie with Hocus Pocus.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I do not like Hocus Pocus.
That's fine because I really
Hocus
like
Pocus be gone.
How's he do that? How's he keep doing that?
And then with my fifth, I feel like I could go a lot of different directions with this. I could take Halloween.
Very much could.
I could.
I think we're gonna have a lot of honorable mentions here on this list.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with a gut. I'm gonna take the Goonies.
Ooh, that is
Nice.
a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't let you get so tasteful.
Yeah, that one I like quite a bit. I did not even have that on my radar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel
And
I had-
a
there's another
great
one. There's another one I was thinking about, but I think Goonies is just more fall. I'll tell you the other one at the end.
Man, I like that one a lot. Jack, your last pick.
This is the one I knew no one was going to take. And I'm totally fine with it. I'm picking the best Harry Potter movie.
Yep. It should be.
The Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Whoa!
Said no one ever.
Whoa!
No, it's so good. And it's so good because you still have some of the magical aspects, but you're not like overly hitting over the head with the magic world. And I think like you really get to hang out with these characters and like go through this journey with them. And I really like it.
I thought about.
I had Harry Potter on my list. Charles, maybe you felt similar. When do you think that time of year it is for that?
I say late October, early November, because I want to be finishing them around like early to mid December.
Yes. So
It's like
I
a fall
feel
going
they're
into
like
winter.
they're like a in-betweener of fall winter.
But I feel like you could almost start watching them like early October.
Yeah, like if you started early October and you finished in mid-December, that's like a perfect timeline for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
My problem, I thought about taking Harry Potter in the list, but like I don't want to take one Harry Potter. If anything, I would take probably like the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, I agree. I was just like, I felt like I had to take my favorite of the bunch just because I feel like I could watch any Harry Potter movie and just the wizardness of it all kind of. And then also just like, they're like camping out in the forest for like the majority of, and it is pretty cold, I would say. So maybe you could throw it into kind of the like Christmassy of it all. Yeah. Because I think they do go and visit Harry's parents on Christmas, but just like overall, like the Harry Potter movies just give me like crazy fall Halloween kind of vibes. And I was like, I feel like I'd be doing myself a disservice if I just took the first one when part 1 is considered to be peak.
By you.
So for my last
By many.
Okay.
By some. For my last pick, I wanted to go with a Thanksgiving movie. I feel like Thanksgiving
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
No, I feel that's a Christmas movie, even though it's about Thanksgiving. I feel like that is a first week of December watch. So that's why I was in between a couple for Thanksgiving. I had
Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
I had Charlie Brown. I had Spider-Man 1, which has a great Thanksgiving scene. but I decided to go with Rocky, the first Rocky. I think the first Rocky screams late fall when he's running around Philly in one of the most iconic scenes of all time. The leaves are orange. It's beautiful. It's cold. He's in the sweatshirt. Like, it is such a fall movie to me that I was surprised fell this far on the list, if I'm being honest with you.
I'm not surprised. I don't think I would have taken that in my top 15. But
Whoa,
but I appreciate the.
Now I feel like a fool.
I think it's a cool poll.
Kind of a hot take. I wouldn't insanely crazy about Rocky 1.
Rocky 1, and this is my take I've had for a while. Rocky 1 gets worse the more Rockies that happen, because the Rockies just turn into Rambo with boxing. So then the first one in extension is like such a tonal difference that it feels worse than it actually is. When in reality, Rocky is like one of the best sports movies of all time.
Sure.
Do you want to do some honorable mentions? Then we'll go over the list again.
Jumanji.
I was thinking.
That's a nice one, Chuck.
Yeah, I was between Jumanji and Goonies.
I gotta say, man, you had quite the draft, Chuck.
I think Chuck had a great draft.
Thanks.
I'd be surprised if you don't come out on top on this one.
I'm with
you. Thank you.
I had Little Women on my list.
So did I.
I felt that was a little bit more winter. I had Ghostbusters, the Spider-Man, obviously I kind of just mentioned already. I had The Blind Side. That was on my list as well.
Prisoners.
I had October Sky.
That's a classic TV cart movie, I feel.
Yeah.
That was when they rolled in the last week of school.
Let me see what else I had.
I was trying to think about this stuff. I had not Harry Potter. I had Hunger Games, like the whole franchise.
Yeah.
I think that's very fall.
I had Prisoners. It's a Thanksgiving movie.
That's a good one. Was it a wild take that I was kind of contemplating throwing in Goodfellas?
No.
Something about Goodfellas feels like it's happening in October.
It's not crazy.
I mean, I took The Prestige, so I guess anything kind of like
could have went
falls into that bucket. Yeah.
I kind of thought Grand Budapest for a second.
That's a good one. That feels more record. I had Practical Magic. That's a good one. That's very fall. Legends of the Fall. That's another one. It's good. I kind of feel like we hit the big ones though. I'm very impressed.
Yeah,
I'm very impressed we didn't dive into the Halloween of it all. We stayed strong.
Yeah, because I wanted there's like even like Psycho. I could have thrown like Psycho in there, or I did think potentially. Ooh,
I thought Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I know I was about to do Beetlejuice, but I was like, probably shouldn't.
Thoughts on Wicked?
I thought about that. I like it.
Yeah.
So Wicked.
I thought
quite a bit.
I thought about Scream.
I thought about the Iron Giant.
I thought about Winnie the Pooh. You laugh, but it happened in fall.
I thought about The Dark Knight.
Oh,
what about Batman? Michael Keaton's first Batman.
Michael Keaton's second Batman is definitely an all-time Christmas movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
The first one, does it feel like it has a time of year?
I don't know, but again, to me, it's like it feels very fall.
Rushmore. 10 Things I Hate About You. Friday Night Lights. I'm just on the list right now. I'm looking at the seeing some misses we had.
I'm just looking at Letterboxd.
St. Elmo's Fire. That's a good one.
Than any of the live action Scooby-Doo's.
But The Breakfast Club.
That's a good one. Did miss that one. I'm seeing Juno on here. Juno's a good one.
The Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper. That's a good one. Raging Bull. Kind of.
Yeah. Dang, Coco was that.
That's a good little draft we had there, boys. I feel good about that one.
I'm excited to do. We can do the Halloween movies. I guess like a month from now.
Yeah, I think we should.
Have we already done a Halloween draft?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I can't remember. I know we did a Christmas draft.
Yeah,
that's where we learned about White Christmas, and it was a great poll.
It was quite nice.
Yeah. All right. So just to recap, Jack had Good Will Hunting, Dead Poet Society, The Prestige, Silver Linings Playbook, and Harry Potter: The Deathly Hallows Part 1. I had Knives Out, Fantastic Mr. Fox, You've Got Mail, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and Rocky. Charles had When Harry Met Sally, Remember the Titans, Coco, Hocus Pocus, and The Goonies. I'm very impressed with Charles's list, I have to say.
Yeah.
This feels like he might have pulled away a little bit. The first 2 rounds, I think we were all pretty even. And then the back half, I think, is when Charles pulled away.
I had some sneaky.
The Coco Hocus Pocus 1-2 was a strong punch. Finishing off with Goonies 2 is just like an uppercut that put us on the dirt. But yeah,
I thought about taking the third pick, and if so, I was going to try to get Good Will Hunting and Fantastic Mr. Fox, but obviously that would not have worked because Jack.
You would have got one of those.
All over Good Will Hunting.
You would have got one of those. Looking at next week, we got The Long Walk, we got Peacemaker episode 4, and hopefully some more news. Apparently, God, Charles, in my head, I'm gonna think about that all day. Allegedly, the first trailer for Knives Out comes out tomorrow, so we can talk about that next week as well.
Do we have a Ghibli as well? Are we still doing that, or
are we doing Long Walk, or are we doing Ghibli? We could do 2 things.
Why don't we do The Long Walk?
Okay.
All right, do The Long Walk, and then I think because then we got The Long Walk. Then next week after that is The Big Bold Beautiful Journey and Him. Then it's One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
And then that first week of October, first week of
Smashing
October,
Machine.
Smashing Machine. So we're kind of in it. We're kind of in it for the rest of the year. Which
We're
is
in the thick of it.
We are in the thick of it. But yeah, good stuff.
Go Colts.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue, whether win or lose.
All right, we're
We
good.
love them for the shoe. All right, till next week. Hey, hope all your teams win, except for the Packers this week. Except for they are really good.